Welcome to Tell Me Something Good, the podcast where we shine a light on the incredible ways Christ Greensboro is sharing God's boundless love with our community and beyond.
Yeah, that's right. From inspiring mission projects to heartwarming stories of generosity and service, we're here to celebrate the good news happening right here at Christ Greensboro.
I'm Lori Gray.
And I'm Robert Joe. Together we'll dive into the ministries, partnerships, and people that are making a difference every single day.
So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let us tell you something good. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Lori.
Sorry, we're already
official.
laughing. I know.
Full first name.
Rojo. Okay, sorry. Wow. Here we are.
Gotta keep some animosity to my existence.
This is gonna be something this morning. I can already feel it.
It won't be as much something as it was last week.
Oh wow. Well, that's because Garrett was on the podcast. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. I don't know what time
We
you're.
are so glad that you've decided to join us.
Yes. Hopefully you haven't just turned us off already because you're like, what? This is going to be a mess.
Did, we won't be.
Well,
offended.
it happens. So, what a Sunday we had.
Ooh, still
It was-
recovering
yeah.
in the best way.
In the best way. So, what's your something good? There's too much, really. I mean, it's just the whole day.
I mean, as a blanket statement, I feel like we can both say just yesterday, and I mean, we've had a full week of ministry, but yesterday was a really good day. My something good, I won't, take up too much time, but we had how many things? Probably 3-4 things going on after worship yesterday.
Three
Three that I know of.
Well, if you count the South Carolina mission trip meeting.
Okay, 4.
4.
And then 5, there was a unit meeting or something.
Oh, yeah,
for the
yeah.
United Women in Faith. So we had a full day here at Christ Greensboro and beyond, because not
Yes.
everything was here on campus.
No, like I had the Gen X met.
So that was at what time?
That was from 2 to 4,
Okay.
which actually went from 2 to 5.
Okay. And then from like 2 to 3-ish
was
was
the
the hiking
hiking.
ministry, which was really fun. And then the baby boomer group from 3 until whenever they got done.
Did you go to that?
Yeah, it was really fun. I was there from like 3:30, 3:45 until about 4:30. So I was there for about
Nice.
45 minutes. It was really fun. And then we had those other 2 events we mentioned. So
Yeah, we had 23 at our Gen X thing, and it was at Summerfield Farms.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you are listening and you have not been out to Summerfield Farms, it is beautiful out there, and the
Absolutely.
weather was perfect. There was a nice breeze. We had a spot in the shade. Yeah, it was a great. And then of course yesterday or Sunday. I keep saying yesterday, but people are maybe listening on Wednesday. We don't
Yeah.
know. But also Sunday worship was Youth Sunday.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
yeah, so we heard from 2 of our graduating seniors. We celebrated many more than that, but
Yeah.
we heard from 2, and we had youth as integral parts of all stations and parts of worship. So greeting and ushering and speaking and all kinds of ways, singing.
Yeah, it was
playing
amazing.
instruments.
It was amazing.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
One other thing about yesterday was we got to witness 2 baptisms at 11 a.m.
That's right. So
and really sweet. So a fun fact about one of the baptisms is that this little boy's older sister was also baptized on Youth Sunday, and I think his
Yeah.
mother was baptized on a Youth Sunday.
I think that's right.
Way back when she was a little kid.
Yep.
So
It's very cool.
just a really sweet little moment for
Yeah.
our church and for their family.
Yeah. So tell me, Rojo, what you got going on in your life these days?
That's a very odd question.
I know. I feel like we haven't caught up.
So you want to do it right here in front of
Yeah.
everybody?
I don't know.
No, really, not much has been going on. We've had some things going on in our family life that are resolving themselves and kind of working themselves out, and all is seeming to be well, which is good. I'm actually leaving. Well, I think you are too, but I'm leaving Wednesday after our kind of our department heads ministry lead meeting. I'm going to the beach for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
I'll be back for Sunday, but I'm gone for the rest of the week, and meeting up with our dear friend Caroline Wood.
Please give her a big hug for me.
Absolutely.
She's
So,
awesome.
Caroline is a fellow crafter. I say I'm a crafter. I need a point. That's about it. But she's a very crafty.
crafty.
Yeah. But like I feel like when you say I'm a crafter, you do multiple crafts. I can sleep, eat, and needlepoint.
And eat cheese.
And be very sarcastic. And eat cheese. That's 5 crafts. Okay,
That's
I'm
good.
a crafter.
You're a crafter.
So she is very crafty, and we just enjoy going junking or antiquing, whatever you want to call it.
Junkin.
So that's kind of a
what
life
Jane calls
update
it.
for me. Yeah. And then ministry-wise, just kind of getting excited because we have some really fun things in the summer coming up that I'm getting to work closely with either coworkers or with laity to come up with little marketing campaigns, and it's just been so fun.
Oh, yeah. We got to start working on the generosity stuff.
Yeah, we have that.
Even though that's not until the fall, but we're already thinking about it because we're always thinking ahead.
Well, and we need to, because then we can order materials,
it'll be
we can
here
order
before we know it.
swag, etc. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you? Life update.
Life update.
ominous.
I'm going to Henderson on
Yeah?
Thursday because my nephew is graduating from high school.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, so I'll get to, although it's at 7:00 at night.
Well, I mean, that late, the sun's not even down.
Well, I know, but I mean, that
Well, it
means
starts at 7.
It starts at 7,
Okay.
and then we're going to have to drive back, because we got
Get
all
your
the
pictures
animals.
beforehand.
All the animals, got to get back and take care of them. But that's exciting. I'm very excited about
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations
I get to go see.
him.
I know. I get to go see my family, hang out with them in the Vanco.
It's always
So-
so good to be just a little bit closer to family.
Yeah, it is, and it's still, still don't have cold water in my shower. So
Are you still going to the Planet Fitness to shower?
no, I'm like a little vagabond. I just wander around to my friends' houses and like, can I take a shower, please?
I'm like, if you would please just leave me alone after that, sure. Oh my
Come in, take a
gosh.
shower, and get out.
That is so fun.
Anyway, yeah, it's super fun.
Well,
Okay. Moving along.
I'm just looking right here at our list of things in our messenger, and one thing that I'm excited about that I'm not sure if I'm actually going, but I've told Pastor Nikki that I would be willing if she needed me to. Our senior adults are heading off on a fellowship trip in a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
Actually, yeah, not too long. Thursday, June the 5th, we'll be taking the bus from Christ Greensboro at 9 a.m. to Homeland Creamery in Julian, North Carolina. And that is going to include a hayride of the farm to learn about their dairy cows. Sorry about my alarm going off. Having a sample cup of ice cream, and of course, we'll be having lunch
Well, I
together.
want to do that.
I know. So I'm excited because I love that we, as a church community of faith, we have these kind of events. And this is such a great opportunity for our senior adults to connect with one another.
They're so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love. Have you ever been out to Homeland Creamery?
I know the nephew of Homeland Creamery,
well,
which
excuse
means
me.
which means nothing necessarily. But as a
Will
kid
you get us
growing
some
up,
ice cream sandwiches
well, I don't know if I'm that close to the family. Oh, I mean,
when you go on the trip?
for free or for buy?
For buy.
For buy.
For buy.
For purchase.
So, yes.
It's Monday.
I don't
Sorry,
know
guys.
that I don't think they have ice cream sandwiches actually out there.
But as a kid, because we had a connection to the creamery or to the farm, our children's director would plan like little hayride stuff in the fall. So I've been a couple times and it was so fun.
We should do that as a staff.
Yeah,
That would be a good staff outing.
absolutely.
Although I think that Garrett and I were talking because his family went out to some farm and they had Highland cows and stuff. And they
How fun.
And so I said we should take the staff out there.
We've got a lot of things to do, not a lot of time to do it.
I know. We just love to spend time together and do fun things.
I love it.
So I think we talked about this last week, but I just absolutely love this whole thing that Garrett's doing, the Generations in Sync. Having our youth pair up with some of our senior adults to help them with their technology.
Absolutely.
I just think that's the sweetest, greatest thing. I can't talk this morning for some reason. I'm a little stuffy.
Well, and we always talk about these intergenerational opportunities, and what a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, it's so. I mean, it's just gonna be so sweet. So, I feel like maybe I should come. Maybe I can learn something from our youths.
You might need to.
I might need to. I mean, I'm not a boomer, but Gen X, we're quickly approaching.
There you go. So it's interesting. So after I got done with my very fun, busy work day. I went to my grandma's house to visit for a little bit. I hadn't seen her in a little bit. And my mom and grandma and I were sitting around talking, watching stuff before the race, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we were talking about different generation names, and I was like, oh, what's my grandma's generation's name? And I couldn't remember, so I looked it up on my phone, of course. And they are known as the silent generation.
Oh, yeah.
Because they weren't, or she's not a part of the greatest generation.
Right.
She's not a baby boomer. She's
Right.
in the middle, obviously. And so it was just interesting. So I love that we have things for all of our generations here.
Yeah, it's super fun. You know, this is not until fall, but we're already, as I said, we were talking about generosity stuff. And, you know, we did that generosity market last year.
Yeah.
And it was really geared towards families, but this
Sure.
year we're adding like some more components to it and going to invite the whole church to come
Yeah.
and be a part of it.
I love that.
And so the, you know, it'll be for families, but our youth are going to help, and then, you know, we're inviting our adults to come and participate as well. So any opportunities that we have to hang out. Well, and I say that, but like our Gen X, we call it Gen X and Friends because we have some millennials that come
Sure.
sometimes. We have some boomers that come
Yeah.
sometimes. Actually, we have quite a few boomers that come
Yeah.
because they're not really. They don't want to admit that they're baby boomers,
That's
but they
fine.
are. But it's okay.
But it's just so important, in my opinion, to just have that sense of community and belonging.
Yeah, and we can learn so much from each other.
And the
It's so fun.
generational thing, sorry, didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
And the generational thing, in my opinion, is that it just gives you a good jumping off point of like, these people are in the same life stage as I am potentially,
Yeah.
or have children that, you know, I don't have children obviously, but I feel like if,
You have a dog.
well, I do. She's my baby girl.
That's right.
But I feel like, and you can speak to this, but like if you meet another parent that has a child that's Abby's age, it's probably like a good conversation starter.
Oh, yeah,
like,
for sure.
what are they up to? Or did they play sports in high school? Or, you know, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just great that we have all these generational opportunities.
It's a good time
Mm-hmm.
at Christ Greensboro.
Yes.
So what else do we have going on this week? I feel like there's it might be kind of a quiet week. Do you feel
It
that
might
way?
be a quiet week,
Because
you know,
it's
because we are
leading up to Memorial.
absolutely.
weekend.
Yep. I was going to say, well, we're leading up to a holiday weekend, and so,
So we're a week from today we're not here.
yes.
We have a long weekend.
So we will need to be very prompt in our recording on Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we'll have to pop right in and get her done.
Yes.
So you're going. When do you come back from the beach?
I come home Saturday night. Well, I'll probably be home like Saturday mid-afternoon,
Oh, okay.
honestly, because I don't like to. My thing about traveling, and for all of you listeners that do or don't care about my traveling routine, I like to just get up in the morning and go. And I'm not like my grandparents who used to get up at like 5 and leave, but I want to get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock and be on the road because I don't want to spend my whole day on the road.
Right. And
You know.
you avoid traffic that way too.
Exactly, because like the traffic in Greensboro, if there's traffic, there's something going on.
Right.
Like it's not just going to be traffic just for no reason. So if I can get up and like avoid, yeah, like you're saying, traffic, and
Yeah.
especially, well, and honestly, probably coming home on Saturday with it being a holiday weekend, probably
You
no one will be
won't
on the
have-
road.
Yeah, you won't have.
Yeah.
That'll be good. I wish I was going somewhere fun.
I know.
But I'm not because I'm taking care of animales. Mascotas.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'm taking care of a kitty cat this week, and then I'm taking care of a dog over the weekend.
Love it.
And I'm very excited about it.
well, something else
Not that
that
anybody cares. I don't know why I was talking.
we are now diving into weird territory. Okay. So back on the subject of things that I'm excited about when it comes to worship and life here at Christ Greensboro.
Tell me what you're excited about.
Oh my, okay. Here we go. We are excited because we are hosting an Acolyte and Crucifer training on June the 1st, and that's from 12:15 to 12:45, so it's just a very short little snippet of your time on a Sunday after worship. It's in our chapel, and we are currently looking for third graders and older.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
To get to get these younger children in worship and
I think so.
participating. It'll be
It
great.
gives them a purpose.
Yeah, a poipus.
Yes, a purpose.
A poipus.
So,
Yeah.
there is that.
There's that. And so, I mentioned we had a South Carolina mission trip meeting last night, which
Mm-hmm.
I missed because just being slack. Anyway, but that's coming up fast. And if anyone is interested in supporting the South Carolina mission team, we're going to have a shareholders dinner, which means, like, if you donate to the South Carolina mission team, then you get to come to a dinner in July, and I don't have the date in front of me, but
I believe it's a lunch.
oh yeah, that's right. It is a lunch this year. Yeah, that's much better. But it's cool because you get to hear stories from the trip and
Absolutely.
see pictures, and it's just it's another great intergenerational thing because a lot of our sponsors
Yeah.
are older church members, and
Yeah.
so they love supporting our kids and hearing about all the fun that we had on the trip. And I think that we have 3 roofing sites this year, maybe 4. I don't know. I have asked to not be on a roofing site again. I've done that the past 2 years, and I
Yeah.
don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a great trip. And the trip is actually June 22nd through the 28th, I believe. It's a little bit different this year. We're actually sleeping in classrooms instead of the big gym.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
No, I mean, I've heard that there's been some changes of plans, but I have not heard the specifics.
Yeah, so we're so in the past, you've been so in the past we
Yeah.
slept in the around the perimeter of a gym.
Yep.
And then the middle half of it had tables where we'd eat, and then the other half was like they could play basketball, whatever.
Yeah.
So we've changed facilities where we're staying. So the gym is not big enough for all of that, and
Sure.
so we're going to use it just for eating and playing, and so we're going to have to sleep in classrooms.
Yeah.
This could be a little bit different. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm a little nervous, but apparently they did this early in the early years.
You might get better sleep not hearing all the snoring from around the room.
Well, it depends on who you're in the room with.
Yes.
If you're in a classroom, I don't. Pastor Katie snores, but she's not going this year because she's got a little baby in her belly. And-
We don't want the baby being born in a school
no, or in South Carolina. She needs to be here.
or in South Carolina.
Well, not like that. You know what I mean. She needs to be here at her
I'm
home
joking.
hospital.
I'm joking. Yes. That's
Although
of course.
apparently Jerry,
Jeremy. JD.
Joey
Oh,
was talking
neither.
about because he's a fireman, and he was like, I can deliver a baby just
There
in
you
case. You know.
We always have
Oh,
something
sorry.
going on here.
I mean, that was in our staff meeting or our worship meeting this morning. It was
That's
very
funny.
entertaining. Garrett was super loud this morning too when he came in.
That's just Garrett's nature, I feel.
Yeah,
Sorry, could you say that again?
Now my watch is going off because there's someone in the hallway talking. Okay. Well, we have one more fun little thing to tell you about this this week, and it is regarding our friends at Peck Elementary School.
Oh yeah.
So our neighbors at Peck are asking for help again with their 5th grade celebration for their graduation, which is on June the 6th, and that is at June 6th at 9:30 a.m. Excuse me. And we're excited because we'll be providing refreshments and helping them celebrate. So if you're interested in being a part of that, you're welcome to email our friend Jennifer in the front office, which is joliver@christgreensboro.org. And we're also looking for some other assistance on other days of the week. So if June 6th doesn't meet your calendar requirements, we are looking for people that can go over to Peck and help proctor for their EOG testing. And that's on May 29th, May 30th, June 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yes, and if you do want to volunteer there, you have to complete like a background check, and you can do that at gcsvolunteers.com. If you want to volunteer at any school,
Yeah.
you have to do that background check to be able to serve at a school.
Yeah.
Because we
But
want
it's
to
a
keep our
great thing
children
to go
safe.
ahead and have so
Yeah.
that when you find the right opportunity, you can just jump right in. You don't
That's
have to
right.
wait for your background check to come back in.
Yep, that's right. So do that. All right, is that it?
I think that we are at a good place for this week. We have some exciting things coming up in the next few weeks that we can't wait to share with you. But I guess it's a good time to wrap it up and send you on your way into a great week.
Well, if you heard something and you're like, oh, what did they say? You can,
Or
for
why
the
did they
most-
say
Or
that?
why did they say? Well, some things you can find on the website. Maybe not everything we talked
Can't
about.
figure out about Lori's pet sitting business on the website.
Or you can't learn about my lack of cold water in my shower right now.
She
But
does
you can.
work out the Planet Fitness, in case you're wondering.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I won't tell which location.
No, thank you. So you can visit our website at christgreensboro.org or
Yeah, or you can email us any specific questions that you might have at info@christgreensboro.org.
or better yet, come see us.
We'd love
On
to have
Sunday
you
morning.
here in
Yes.
person.
Yeah, and be sure to look for us. Come find us and say, I heard you on the radio and here I am. And we'll give you a great big hug.
There you go. And just for your information, our staff here at Christ Greensboro wear name tags with a blue bar or like a blue accent on them. And so that's just a good way to know when you're on campus who you're looking for.
Well, mine I have a blue one and a yellow one.
Well, but because you're
flips
staff,
around.
you have blue. And because you're Stephen Minister, you have orange as well.
But sometimes when I wear my lanyard, if it flips around, you might see a yellow one. But either way,
There you go.
come see us and look for the blue
Look
stripe.
for the blue name tag.
Yeah, the blue stripe on the name tag. All right, we're getting goofy.
We are so glad that you have decided to spend part of your day with us, and hopefully this has gotten your week off to a great start. We cannot wait to, again, be with you next week. We hope you have a safe and meaningful Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, and we look forward to talking to you next week. We love you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.